and force the umpires to take the players from the field. There's another one there, Fairbrother as well, who'll be under a searching examination today. Richard Hadley, the leading wicket-taker in the world, will be sure to put them through the hoops out there, and there is just enough in the pitch to provide problems for the batsmen. Here's the second ball of the morning. Richard Hadley is bowling it. There's no addition to the score. Alex Stewart is the man taking strike. First runs for the morning. Stewart takes two, and a very good morning to Geoffrey Boycott.
Yes, good morning everybody. I think Richard Hadley will test these young men out, and I think what they want to be saying is, after seeing their captain Graham Gooch get out, not really getting forward, not moving his feet, they ought to have been thinking about that over the weekend and saying, whatever I do, get that left foot moving, get it out there forward as near as I can to the pitch of the ball, otherwise they're going to be in big trouble.
Man has come back in the offside now for ATHERTON.
Well, that's good cricket, that, from Michael Atherton. Being pressurised, put under pressure by the bowler, bringing the man up at silly mid-off. And what he did was play the ball as it should be played. Forward defensive. Don't worry about the man that's right in his line of sight. Forget about the man. Play the ball on its merits. That's the secret of good batting. The balls just trickle to the fielder.
The first one Morrison has pitched up. Stewart has been able to play everything before that off the back foot. It's the first one that was up and induced the full stroke. Still went for four. Interesting contrast with these two young players. John Wright will have been studying what they've been doing out there. He's changed his field and he has Bracewell in at a short cover position now. That's something for Alex Stewart to think about. Once again, that was brilliantly timed. It's just a defensive stroke, and it went to within about 10-15 paces of the boundary rope. 3 to Stewart.
Oh, got some bounce there and got a wicket. That was Climb, really, that got that wicket for him. Out goes Stewart, caught by Smith, and Hadley strikes again, and England now 43 for 2.
Well, there's no doubt that that wasn't movement that did that. It was just Hadley put a bit of extra pace into it, banged it in a bit short. Stewart went for the square cut, and it was a good piece of bowling. He deceived him by pace, and really on this slow wicket, he made that climb pretty steeply.
Replacing Danny Morrison at the pavilion end.
New bowler now for Danny Morrison and Martin Snedden. He's the stock bowler of the side. Couple there for Anderson.
Snedden just erring a little bit on the leg side there. He's seen the odd delivery swing from off-stumpish or just outside off-stump. They tend to get too optimistic, thinking get the ball to go from leg and middle, and it's got to be a pretty good swinging day before you can make it go from there. So they've got to persevere with keeping round about that off-stump.
Now, and as we thought, Hadley to stay on. Alan Lamb to face his first ball of the innings. And a useful delivery first time.
What you made about it, though, it's line and length round about off stump, and really, that's not a great defensive shot. Alan Lamb finished up going right across there. Really, keep control with his left hand long enough when he's playing defensive, and that's a terrible position to finish to play a defensive shot.
Oh, that's close, and he's out. Alan Lamb took a long, hard look, so did umpire Hampshire. And really, Hadley's caused his problems, even with only 3 deliveries to Alan Lamb, caused him great problems with 2 out of the 3. Got his reward, the 3rd wicket for Hadley, and Lamb goes for naught, and England now 45 for 3.
As I say, Alan Lamb's such a bad starter defensively against anybody who can bowl medium fast, roundabout off stump, just outside. And all three deliveries caused problems there for Alan Lamb. Just outside off stump, nip him back, hit him on the knee, the right knee. No doubt at all about that. Middle stump 3/4 of the way up.
So Richard Hadley coming into Robin Smith. Attacking field, 3 slips, silly mid-off and bat pad. And Smith off the mark straight. Good positive shot.
Richard Hadley, certainly a man in control of his own performance. He bowls within himself. He still lets the odd quick one go. He drops the odd one short just to let people know that he can still do it, and he likes to see them on the back foot. Oh, that's beautifully bowled. Snedden to Atherton. The applause around the ground is for the 50 runs coming up, the loss of 3 wickets. That's typical Atherton. Just a little nudge on the onside, looking for the 1, looking for 2. Well, there you see how greasy the square still is. We've had a tremendous amount of rain over 3 days here, and still not firm underfoot. That's a good flick of the wrists, and but just one. Andrew Jones is the fielder at mid-on. He ran very quickly, turned quickly, good throw too. That's a good shot. Picked it up very quickly, and 1 bounce over the boundary line, and 4 runs to Robin Smith.
Richard Hadley deciding to test him out. Robin Smith hit that beautifully. Head down, looking at the ball.
End of the over. 10 to Smith, 21 to Atherton. It's 61 for 3.
One of Smith's strengths, the fine shot.
And Smith got in a lovely position on that back foot and really cracked that away.
4th boundary of the innings takes England to 66 for 3. Oh, it's a great shot. No ball, but Smith was playing that anyway. It's the 5th 4 of the innings, 3 of them to Robin Smith. Oh, it's a fine shot again. Placement was good, not all the power there.
Probably have made 4 on a quicker outfield, but after all the rain we've had in the last 2 or 3 days, pretty slow here at Trent Bridge.
Mike Atherton. And there's a no ball, and there is a strayed delivery down leg side. Priest in... That'll be 3.
That's a good place for Richard Hadley to be standing, really, mid-off there. I suppose they're talking about what they're going to do tonight, but it would be handy if Danny Morrison said, what have you noticed about this young man? How can we get through Atherton's defence? That's a good shot. He's really let the bat go through that for the first time today on the offside. His style has been cautious, but this time, once he knew he was in place with front foot, really let the bat go through.
Yes, that will do him a little bit of good. He played it one that was a bit too wide going away the previous over. That, in fact, was a little bit wide. If there'd been any outswing there, he may well have missed again, but he got right over it this time and timed it beautifully, away square on the offside.
91 for 3 then, the England response at the Trent Bridge. And that's a lovely shot. That's twice in a long grafting innings by Mike Atherton that he's let the bat flow through, and that's 4 runs square on the offside.
It's a lovely shot, this. Look at that foot, right across by the line of the ball. And Martin Snedden, after a very tight spell from the pavilion end, switched to the Ratcliffe Road end. 12 overs for just 9 runs in his opening spell.
They go for the second, and that brings the 100 up. 35 to Smith, 37 to Atherton. The 100 comes up of 247 balls. So England really repairing some early damage caused by Richard Hadley. Little cameo performance. He got his long spikes on. And he's left-handed, so it was all in his favour for a long time, Mark Priest. Suddenly the whole weekend caught up with him. Cracking shot. A rare bad ball from Snedden, which gave Atherton room outside off stump. A very healthy crack.
Lovely shot, this. Long hop outside the off stump. Bang. And that's the first runs, in fact, that have been scored off Snedden on the offside in 14 overs.
Back-breaking toil has gone into that, and a lot of brain power as well. Occasionally, the batsman will get him away like that. Classic stroke from Robin Smith.
And probably Robin Smith's best shot. Short of length, he does play that shot well, with his bat almost upright. Tremendous follow through, and very, very powerful.
No third man, which is the passion. And that also is a pretty good delivery. But the little wing signifies 4 plus a victory.
Yes, and I agree with Richie Benno. Sort of slips off the face. Very good cricket there. The batsman doing his best to hold the bat up straight, but it slips off the face.
Smith came in at a difficult time. He saw out the end of Hadley's spell. That'll be it. The 6th ball, and it takes Smith to what's been a pretty solid 50. Full of good strokes when the ball's been there to hit. A little clap from Atherton. There's his 50. First one in Test cricket, and it's come the hard way because he's had to drop anchor with wickets going at the other end. Been there longer than Robin Smith. Different sort of player, but just as valuable in innings. Or bring your own entertainment for some people. Oh, dropped him. Well, that was Trevor Franklin at third slip. Atherton can count himself fortunate.
Well, this was very much a straightforward. He pushed forward, not too hard. It was on the front foot, so he'd have a long time to see it, and really almost knee-high straight in it. So that really was a cuckoo as slip catchers go.
Oh, it's well bowled. Whether there was an edge as well as getting Smith down the wicket.
I think there probably was just a little edge. Yes, there was a definite edge there. It wasn't an easy catch by any means, but you saw again how much the ball did spin.
We've had bad light, and now we've got a threatening smoke screen. That happens to be in an area where a lot of television vans and equipment are, so if screens go blank, you'll have had an early warning. And now Bracewell is going round the wicket. Now, if he does that, one assumes he won't be pitching as far outside off stump, and therefore will there be a field change, perhaps taking one of those two bat pad men away on the offside? Not yet, anyway. That's where the ball's going to go. Would you keep the two men there on the offside now?
No, I wouldn't, Jack. I'd have one behind on the leg side now. And I see he's going to do that, in fact, now, and he's also going between the umpire, as we suggested. I think that's a far better field now. And he's got to pitch the ball now round about that off stump. And certainly then Atherton would have to play at every delivery.
And now he's gone over the wicket. As Ray said, a lot of overseas off-spinners don't like going round the wicket, but even so, with what he's already turned in this over, remarkably short-lived experiment. That's one, well, he's proved his own points, inviting the drive, and Atherton really in no sort of position to do what he wanted. Just what should be the last over before tea. Pugnacious cricketer. Loves to bowl, loves to bat. Saw him at Worcester, and he was in the game there throughout. Good stop.
Priest giving that a little bit more air, and Robin Smith really let him fly. Fine stop there in the covers.
And Smith has gone. He's just kept on going. It looked like a bottom edge to me. That was a good catch, if it was bottom edge, by Ian Smith, the wicketkeeper. Harold Bird didn't need to make a decision, but eventually did. Smith was on his way. And that is the fourth wicket down. 141 on the board. Smith goes straight after tea, and reward for Bracewell.
You can see he's trying to get away. He's trying to make a bit of room for himself, falling away off the ball. And really a very, very good catch by Ian Smith behind the stumps.
Won't go for 4, but it'll be a great relief for Neil Fairbrother. sliding away off the outside edge between third slip and gully. Good quick single taken by Atherton, and then good response from Fairbrother. Now has to face Hadley. Just out of Smith's reach. Chalk up another 4 runs to Neil Harvey Fairbrother.
Yes, and that much quicker delivery. Just got the bottom edge of the bat and went very close to Smith behind the stumps.
And graceful it is, who is now to bowl to Atherton from the pavilion end. But that's the shot that Mr. Boycott was recommending.
Well, it is. It's a good shot, is that? Used his feet just a little bit. Just set off, just made himself a yard down the pitch. He didn't have to hit it too hard, just sort of punch it through mid-wicket.
A change in the bowling. Snedden replacing Richard Hadley.
I mean, if you watch Martin Snedden, he really is very gentle, nagging pace. It's only this sort of pitch which is slow and nothing in it that stops the batsman from getting after him, really. I think on a good batting pitch, you'll be looking for to whack Martin Snedden around a bit.
Caught him. So Snedden, we must give him the compliment of keeping that line just outside off stump, and eventually Neil Fairbrother went for that rather lavish shot, aimed square through the covers, and Trevor Franklin, happy for him after one drop, cops it.
Well, not a very good shot from Neil Fairbrother. That's look on his face. He'll know that frustration there, a little bit sloppy. No need to play that shot. There's nothing in it for him. It's really getting outshot, as we say in cricket. You get out on that shot 7-8 times out of 10, playing at a wide-ish ball that's tempting, but not really there for hitting. And as a batsman, when you go in getting out like that, you think, well, I gave my wicket away. It was my own fault.
Much improved batsman, Jack Russell. 12 test matches, averaging 36, a very healthy average for the specialist keeper.
John Bracewell now to continue. He'll be bowling to Jack Russell.
Oh, big appeal, my word. I was in trouble. That did turn.
New ball due. Is that a sign?
Almost took short leg with it.
And John Bracewell just erring on the short side once or twice in this last couple of overs, and giving Michael Atherton a few easy runs down to square leg.
And there, if you do stray leg side and you've only this sort of field placing, then there are holes there, and Atherton picked one off the previous over.
Richard Hadley is measuring out his run. The umpires are measuring their reaction to that. Will this be construed as putting the batsman in the position of being in serious physical danger? That's even before Hadley's bowled a ball. It's almost been mandatory for rain or bad light to stop play here at Trent Bridge in this opening Cornhill Test match. And